more, we spoke to economist and Professor Joann Weiner, the director of the Applied Economics graduate program at George Washington University. She says she doesn't believe that the U.S. economy is going to a long and protracted recession.
The U.S. economy has a lot of strengths that they just don't go away. We have a strong manufacturing base. We've got a strong technology base. We've got a lot of consumers, and 2/3 of the economy is actually consumer spending. At the moment, consumers seem to still be buying things. They've got jobs. Wages are going up. People are getting cost of living increases. So all of that is still putting money in their pockets. So they will keep on buying. It looks as if some of the supply chain problems are not as bad as they were, and so that's a very good thing. So people can buy stuff. We're heading, of course, into the big holiday shopping season. There is an underlying strength here, and the job growth is a big part of that. The stable job situation. Pushing up interest rates to control inflation versus pushing up interest rates and to push the economy into a recession. So the same policy could lead to different outcomes. One is good, one is not so good. Fighting inflation is in my view, clearly their main responsibility right now. And there have been a lot of recent stories about, are we going back to the horrible, awful early 80s, late 70s when inflation was out of control? It took a really long, protracted, self-induced recession to get the economy, to get inflation down. Those high interest rates, the high inflation then was accompanied by really high federal fund rates approaching 20%. We're at 3% right now in the Fed funds rate, a little bit more than that. So clearly the interest rate is not the problem right now. There's a lot of room to go up in that. And inflation expectations are very hard to break, and so much of the economy is linked to automatic increases because of inflation. We've seen already, as I mentioned, the cost of living increase in Social Security, the highest in many, many decades. Wages getting linked to price increase expectations. So breaking that in expectation of greater price growth is the most important task. Now, of course, we don't want to push the economy in a recession because of that. But if there is a recession, one would hope that it would be very low. My understanding is that the vast majority of economists believe the U.S. will hit a recession. Those are the kind of things that seem to be on the horizon. But I don't think it would be a long and protracted one, because I think that we'll get inflation under control much more quickly by acting today to raise interest rates and break those expectations, or keep them from forming, is a better way to phrase it.